General Studies. Part 3. Social Audiobook. Polity. Lesson 1. Forms of Government and Democracy. Introduction. Government is the main agency of the state. It comprises of several members belonging to political and administrative wings. It serves as the instrument for delegation and execution of the state policies for the welfare of the people. It formulates, expresses, and realizes the will of the state. It exercises certain legislative, executive, and judicial powers based on the Constitution and the laws. There are three organs in government, namely legislature, executive, and judiciary. These organs carry out the activities of the state. Governments are classified into unitary, federal, parliamentary, and presidential forms. Government refers to the executive functions of the state. It denotes a body having authority to make and enforce laws applicable to the civil, corporate, religious, academic, or other groups. We are going to learn from this lesson how various forms of government have developed globally. Today, many countries of the world follow different types of governments, but the modern world prefers democracy. Forms of government. The governance of nations differs significantly based on who has power. There are different forms of government: aristocracy, monarchy, autocracy, oligarchy, theocracy, democracy, and republic. A. Aristocracy. A form of government in which power is held by the nobility. Example: United Kingdom, Spain. B. Monarchy. A system of government in which one person reigns supreme, usually a king or queen, constitutional monarchy. Example: Bhutan, Oman, Qatar. C. Autocracy. A system of government by one person with absolute power. Example: North Korea, Saudi Arabia. D. Oligarchy. A small group of people having control of a country or organization. Example: former Soviet Union, China, Venezuela. E. Theocracy. A system of government in which religious doctrines form the basis of government, headed by a priest who rules in the name of God or proclaims himself as a god. Example: Vatican. F. Democracy. A system of government in which eligible members in the population vote to elect their elected representatives, and the party or individual who obtains the majority votes forms the government. Example: India, USA, France. G. Republic. A state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives, and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch. Example: India, Australia. Types of constitution. A. Unitary form of government. A unitary system of government or unitary state is a sovereign state governed as a single entity. The central government is supreme and the administrative divisions exercise only powers that the central government has delegated to them. England, France, Japan, and Sri Lanka are examples of unitary form of governments. In a unitary form of government, all the authority and power is vested in the term government is derived from Old French, governor, derived from Latin, gubernare, to direct, rule, guide, govern. Monarchy is the oldest form of government in the United Kingdom. In a monarchy, a king or queen is head of state. The British monarchy is known as a constitutional monarchy. This means, while the sovereign is head of state, the ability to make and pass legislation resides with an elected parliament. Single center, Whereas in a federal form of government, authority and power is distributed between center and the constituent units. Even in a unitary form of government, there might be a lot of decentralization of authority, but we cannot claim it as a federal system. Merits of unitary form of government. Suitable for small countries. There is no conflict of authority and responsibility. A unitary government will make prompt decisions and take speedy action. A unitary government is less expensive. Amendments to the constitution are easy. There is unity, uniformity of law, policy and administration. Demerits of unitary form of government. It is not suitable for big countries. The central government will have to tackle so many complex problems that lead to administrative delay. The central government will not concentrate on local problems, local interest and initiative. The concentration of powers may pave way for the despotism of the central government. Unitary features of the Indian Constitution. Strong center. Central government's control over state territory. Single constitution. Flexibility of the constitution. Unequal representation of states. Emergency provisions. Single citizenship. Single integrated judiciary. All India services. Appointment of governor by the central government. B. Federal form of government. The classification of governments into unitary and federal is based on the nature of relations between the national and the regional governments. A federal government is one in which powers are divided between the national government and the regional governments by the constitution itself, and both operate in their respective jurisdictions independently. USA, Switzerland, Australia, Canada, Russia, Brazil, Argentina have federal form of governments. In a federal model, the national government is known as the federal government or the central government or the union government, and the regional government is known as the state government or the provincial government. Merits of federal form of government. Reconciliation of local autonomy with national unity. Division of power between center and states leads to administrative efficiency. It gives rise to big states. Distribution of powers check the despotism of central government. More suitable for bigger countries. It is good for economic and cultural progress. Demerits of federal form of government. Federal government is weaker when compared to the unitary government. Federal government is more expensive. Provincial tendencies are very common. Lack of uniformity in administration. Threat to national unity. Distribution of powers between center and states lead to conflicts. Double citizenship. Rigid constitution cannot be mended easily for changing needs. The state governments sometimes place hindrances in the foreign policy. Difference between unitary form and federal form of government. Unitary form of government. Only one level of government or subunits, mostly single citizenship. Subunits cannot operate independently, no division of power. Centralization of power. Federal form of government, two levels of government. Dual citizenship. Federal units are answerable to central government. Division of power. Decentralization of power. Country name of parliament. Israel, Knesset. Germany, Bundestag. Denmark, Folketing. Norway, Storting. USA, Congress. Federal features of the Indian Constitution. Dual government. Written constitution. Division of powers. Supremacy of the constitution. The constitution is the supreme law of the land. The laws enacted by the center and the states must conform to its provisions. Rigid constitution. Independent judiciary. Bicameralism. C. Parliamentary form of government. Modern democratic governments are classified into parliamentary and presidential on the basis of the nature of relations between the executive and the legislative organs of the government. The parliamentary system of government is the one in which the executive is responsible to the legislature for its policies and acts. The parliamentary government is also known as cabinet government or responsible government or Westminster model of government and is prevalent in Britain, Japan, Canada and India among others. Features of parliamentary form of government. Nominal and real executives. Majority party rule. Collective responsibility. Dual membership. Leadership of the Prime Minister. Merits of the parliamentary form of government. Harmony between legislature and executive. Responsible government. Prevents dictatorship. Wide representation. Demerits of the parliamentary form of government. Unstable government. No continuity of policies. Dictatorship of the cabinet. Against separation of powers. D. The presidential form of government. The presidential form of government is also known as non-responsible or non-parliamentary or fixed executive system of government, basically built on the principle of separation of power and is prevalent in the USA, Brazil, Russia and Sri Lanka among others. Features of presidential form of government. The American president is both the head of the state and the head of government. As the head of state, he occupies a ceremonial position. As the head of government, he leads the executive organ of the government. The president is elected by an electoral college for a fixed tenure of 4 years. He cannot be removed by the Congress except by impeachment for a grave unconstitutional act. The president governs with the help of a cabinet or a smaller body called kitchen cabinet. It is only an advisory body and consists of non-elected departmental secretaries. They are selected and appointed by him, are responsible only to him and can be removed by him anytime. The president and his secretaries are not responsible to the Congress for their acts. They neither possess membership in the Congress nor attend its sessions. The president cannot dissolve the House of Representatives, the lower house of the Congress. The doctrine of separation of powers is the basis of the American presidential system. The legislative, executive and judicial powers of the government are separated and vested in 3 independent organs of the government. Merits of the presidential system of government. Democratic. Effective control by the president. Facilitate decision-making. State government. Demerits of the presidential system of government. Can degenerate into dictatorship. Strained relationship between executive and legislature. Lack of harmony between the legislature and executive. What is democracy? Democracy is a form of government that allows people to choose their rulers. Only leaders elected by people should rule the country. People have the freedom to express views, freedom to organize and freedom to protest. Meaning of democracy. Democracy is a system of government in which the supreme power is vested in the people of a country and people elect their representatives either directly or indirectly through fair and free elections, which are usually held periodically. Definition: the term democracy is derived from two Greek words, demos meaning people and kratia meaning power. Thus, literally democracy means the power of the people. According to Mahatma Gandhi, true democracy cannot be worked by 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from below by the people of every village. Abraham Lincoln, one of the presidents of the USA, defines democracy as a government of the people, by the people and for the people. The term republic was first coined in 500 BCE in Rome. It is derived from res publica, a Latin word meaning public matter. India became a republic on 26 January 1950. It is governed in accordance with the constitution adopted on 26 November 1949, which came into force on 26 January 1950. Evolution of democracy. Democracy began 2,500 years ago in some of the city-states of ancient Greece. It is important to know that democratic institutions existed in India as early as the Vedic period. Chanakya's Arthashastra tells us that in ancient India, an autonomous village community was the basic unit of the local government. In ancient Tamil Nadu, Kudvolai system was a very notable and unique feature of the village administration of the Cholas. The evolution towards a democracy is represented by the following values: freedom, equality, liberty, accountability, transparency, and trust. Salient features of democracy: elected representatives of people and final decision-making power to the representatives. Free and fair elections. Universal adult franchise with each vote having equal value. Fundamental rights and protection of individual freedom. 1.5 Types of democracy. There are two types of democracies. Direct democracy. Indirect, representative democracy. The types of democracy refers to the kind of government or social structures which allow people to participate equally. Direct democracy. When the people themselves directly express their will on public affairs, the type of government is called pure or direct democracy. Example: ancient Greek city-states, Switzerland. Indirect democracy, representative democracy. When the people express their will on public affairs through their elected representatives, the type of government is called indirect or representative democracy. Example: the prevailing system of democracy in India, USA and UK. Merits and demerits of democracy. Merits: responsible and accountable government. Equality and fraternity. Sense of responsibility among common people. Local self-government. Development and prosperity for all. Popular sovereignty. Sense of cooperation and fraternal feeling. Demerits: indirect or representative nature of democracy. Lack of interest in democratic process and hence lower turnout in elections. Instability in governance due to fractured mandate. Delay in decision-making process. Elections in India. India has a quasi-federal government with elected representatives at the federal, state and local levels. The general elections are conducted by the Election Commission of India. At the national level, the President of India appoints the Prime Minister, who enjoys majority in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Parliament of India. All members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected through general elections, which take place once in every 5 years in normal circumstances. Two Anglo-Indian members can be nominated by the President of India to the Lok Sabha. Members of the Rajya Sabha, the upper house of the Indian Parliament, are elected by an electoral college consisting of elected members of the legislative assemblies of the states and the union territories of India. The President of India nominates 12 members for their contributions to art, literature, science, and social services. The first elections in democratic India. General elections to the first Lok Sabha since independence were held in India between 25 October 1951 and 21 February 1952. The Indian National Congress emerged victorious by winning 364 of the 489 seats. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first democratically elected Prime Minister of the country. Two houses of Parliament. Lok Sabha Lower House House of People. Rajya Sabha Upper House Council of States. The Parliament House in India was designed by the British architects Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker in 1912-13 and construction began in 1921 and ended in 1927. Major challenges to Indian democracy. Democracy is the dominant form of government in the contemporary world. It has not faced a serious challenge or a rival so far. In the last 100 years, there has been an expansion of democracy all over the world. The various aspects of democracy and its challenges are illiteracy, poverty, gender discrimination, regionalism, casteism, communalism and religious fundamentalism, corruption, criminalization of politics, political violence. British India General Elections, 1920. General elections were held in British India in 1920 to elect members to the Imperial Legislative Council and the provincial councils. They were the first elections in the country's history. Conditions for the success of democracy in India. Empowerment of the poor and illiterates to enjoy the goodness of democracy. Willingness among the elected people not to misuse their powerful position and public wealth. Eradication of social evils and dangers from which democracy suffers. An impartial and efficient press to form public opinion. Presence of strong public opinion. Feeling of tolerance and communal harmony among the people. Awareness among the people of the fundamental rights that they are entitled to enjoy. Conscious check and vigilance on the working of the elected representatives. Powerful and responsible opposition. Though democracy in India has been appreciated worldwide for its working, there is still a lot of scope for improvement. The above-mentioned steps must be taken to ensure smooth functioning of democracy in the country. Indian democracy can be successful and vibrant only when its citizens imbibe and reflect in their behavior the basic democratic values like equality, freedom, social justice, accountability, and respect for all. Their mindset, thinking and behavior are expected to be in tune with the essential conditions of democracy. They have to appreciate the opportunities for their desired roles like participation, making the system accountable, fulfilling obligations, and playing proactive roles to actualize the goals of democracy. The relationship between the center and the state in India. India is a union of states where the power is shared between the center and the states as per the procedures mentioned in the Constitution of India. Though the powers are shared between the central and state governments, the final decision is by the central government in all matters. The relationship between the center and the states are: legislative relations, Articles 245 to 255. Administrative relations, Articles 256 to 263. Financial relations, Articles 268 to 293. Both the central and state governments have the power to make laws, but the matters differ. The center can make laws applicable to the whole nation on certain matters called as the Union List. The states have the powers to make laws in some matters only, applicable to their own state, called as the State List. The concurrent list includes the subjects on which both central and state government have the power to make laws. Union List. Union List has 100 subjects. These include foreign affairs, defense, armed forces, posts and telegraphs, interstate trade and commerce, and so on. State List. The State List consists of 61 subjects, which include public order in the state, police, prisons, local governments, agriculture, and so on. Concurrent List. The concurrent list has 52 subjects which include criminal and civil procedures, marriage and divorce, economic and special planning, newspapers, books and printing presses, population control, and so on. The concept of governance. From government to governance. Good governance is an indeterminate term used in the international development literature to describe how public institutions conduct public affairs and manage public resources. Governance is the process of decision-making and the process by which decisions are implemented. Government and governance are synonyms, both denoting the exercise of authority in an organization, institution, or state. Characteristics of good governance. Participation. Rule of law. Transparency. Responsiveness. Consensus orientation. Equity. Effectiveness and efficiency. Accountability. Gross national happiness, GNH. Gross national happiness is a developing philosophy as well as an index, which is used to measure the collective happiness in any specific nation. The concept was first mentioned in the Constitution of Bhutan, which was enacted on 18 July 2008. The term gross national happiness was coined by the fourth king of Bhutan, Jigme Singhe Wangchuck, in the 1970s. The GNH's central tenets are sustainable and equitable socio-economic development, environmental conservation, preservation and promotion of culture, and good governance. GNH is distinguishable by valuing collective happiness as the goal of governance and by emphasizing harmony with nature and traditional values. To buy V2V books, call or WhatsApp on 94425222432 to get more details and samples.